Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Zulfa Rasika Rumangan, NIM 33250089. I will explain about intransitive and transitive phrasal verbs and study case analysis. Okay, part 1. Intransitive phrasal verbs. Definition. Intransitive phrasal verbs are a combination of a main verb and a adverbial particle that function as a single lexical unit with a new meaning and do not require a direct object to complete their meaning. Theoretical reference grammar. According to Quirk et al. 1985, intransitive phrasal verbs are classified as a verb plus adverbial type, where the particle cannot be followed by a noun object. The meaning of the verb is usually idiomatic, not just the combination of the two words' meaning. Okay, 5. Structure. Struktur verb plus particle sama dengan intransitive phrasal verbs. Example: wake up, take off, calm down, run on, go out, show up, look up, break down, and get together. Okay. 5. Example sentence and explanation. 1. The meeting ran on for 2 hours. Means to continue for longer than expect. This phrase function completely without an object. 2. Everyone should calm down means to become quiet or relax. In this context, the subject everyone performs and receives the action, so no external object is needed. 3. Things are starting to look up means to improve. This is an idiomatic expression. The action of improving is applied to the subject things. Okay. 4. Let's get together for dinner sometime means to meet. The subject is plural, we implied by let's, and the action of meeting is performed by the subject. 5. He just woke up means what is to awaken from sleep. This action does not require an object to receive the action. If there are other modifiers, they function as adverbs, not object. Okay. 2. Transitive phrasal verbs. Definition. Transitive phrasal verbs are a combination of main verb and an adverbial particle that function as a single lexical unit and require a direct object to complete their meaning. Okay. Theoretical reference grammar. According to Charles Murcia and Larsen Freeman, 1999, this separability feature makes transitive phrasal verbs one of the biggest lexical and grammatical challenge for English language learners. The ability to separate the particle indicates its function is closer to an adverb, and the structure is verb plus particle plus direct object. Okay, separability is a key point. The particle in transitive phrasal verbs can often be separated from the verb by the direct object. 1. If the object is a noun or noun phrase, the particle can be placed before or after the object. Example, look up the word or look up the word up. If the object is a pronoun, the particle must be placed after the pronoun object. Example, look it up, not look up it. Separability. And 5 example sentence and explanation. 1. Please put away the toys. Object, the toys. Separable, please put the toys away. Object is between verb and particle. 2. She called off the meeting means to cancel. Object, the meeting. Separable, she called the meeting off. 3. We need to sort out this issue means to resolve or organize. The object, this issue, is separable. We need to sort this issue out. Okay, 4. Did you make up the story means to invent or fabricate. Separable, did you make the story up? 5. The boss let down his entire team means to disappoint. Separable, the boss let his entire team down. Okay, this academic reference used in transitive and transitive phrasal verbs. Okay, now is part 2 study case. Case study 1, vocabulary building with intransitive phrasal verbs. Analysis of vocabulary building support. According to lexical chunks, is from a linguistic perspective. Intransitive phrasal verbs, example take off, drop out, should be acquired as single chunks or lexical unit rather than separate words. This allows learners to develop more natural idiomatic fluency compared to using formal single word synonyms. Example, take off versus depart. According to semantic nudge, these verbs often carry aspectual information, indicate the start, continuation, or completion of an action, which enrich a learner understanding of English nouns beyond basic verb forms. Okay, difficulties in second language acquisition. 1. Semantic opacity. The meaning of phrasal verbs is often non-compositional. For example, run on has no physical relation to running. 2. Avoidance strategy. Second language learners often exhibit avoidance behavior, preferring formal Latinate verbs over phrasal verbs due to complexity of the latter. 3. Polysemy. A single phrasal verb can have multiple meanings depending on context, which often leads to overgeneralization or the errors bias of students. Analysis of example. 1. The meeting ran off for more than 2 hours. Run on. Run on function as a complete predicate without an object. 2. Students drop out during the research project. Drop out is a specific lexical unit for leaving a program prematurely. 3. The plane took off earlier than expected. An idiomatic expression for ascending into flight. 4. He woke up before sunrise. A common intransitive phrasal verbs where the particle up indicates a change in state. 5. The crowd slowly calmed down. The particle down is function as a telic marker showing the completion of the action. Case study 2. Gender formation with suffixes. Morphological theory. Derivational suffixes is English uses derivational suffixes to create feminine forms from masculine bases. These are bounds morphemes that after the gender identity of the noun without changing its grammatical class, noun to noun. Morphological process analysis. 1. Actor, actress, or waiter, waiters. The suffix "ses" is added to the base. Note the sign "co" in the base word actor to act before adding the suffix. 2. Prince and princess. A straightforward addition of the "s" suffix to a monomorphemic base. 3. Host, hostess. The suffix marks the social role, especially for a female subject. 4. Hero, heroine. Use the suffix "in" to mark the feminine form. And empirical evidence. Current linguistic research highlight a soft toward gender neutral language. Morphological marker like "s" are becoming less frequent in modern corpora as the masculine, from example actor, increasingly treated as a gender neutral common form. Okay, case study 3. Vocabulary formation with collective nouns. Linguistic function as vocabulary units. Collective nouns allow speakers to categorize a group of individuals as a single cohesive entity. This aids in cognitive processing and lexical efficiency. Subject-verb agreement consort analysis. 1. The committee has approved the proposal. Use grammatical consort singular verbs because the group is acting as a single unanimous body. 2. The jury was divided in its decision. Even with internal disagreement, the use of was treated the jury as a singular legal institution. 3. A swarm of insects covered this field. The head noun swarm dictates or the singular agreement regardless of the plural insect. 4. The audience called loudly, focus on the collective response of the crowd. 5. The staff are attending a workshop today. This is an example of notional consort, where the plural verbs is used because the speaker is thinking of the individual members of the staff. Justification. Aime versus Brie. Research indicates that American Aime almost exclusively use singular verbs with collective nouns, whereas British English frequently employs plural verbs if the individuality of the member is emphasized. Okay, this is a reference for part 2 study case. Okay, thank you everyone.